Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander, and I am joined by Sohan and...
The Golden Loon.
Yep, Meat Cleaver.
Yeah.
Anyway, today is Saturn's Day, also known as Saturday, October 15th, 2022. So I'm going to start us off here today. I'm going to first lower the music a little bit more on my speakers. Starting us off in the year 533, Byzantine general Belisarius made his formal entry into Carthage, having conquered it from the Vandals. Huh. Alright. That was, oh yeah, the Byzantine Empire, okay. And,
Jump up 1,000 years.
Just about. 1520, King Henry VIII of England ordered bowling lanes at Whitehall.
What?
Okay.
What?
He wanted some bowling lanes at the castle or whatever.
1520, we had bowling?
Yeah. Actually, let's see here. When was bowling invented? 5,200 BC. It's 7,000 years old.
That's older than me.
Oh, just about.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of a wash, but you know.
Yeah. Well, the jury's still out on that one, so.
We don't know my exact date.
Yeah. Somewhere in the upper thousands,
Yeah. Give or take.
Yeah. So in 1522, Emperor Carl I named Hernan Cortez governor of Mexico. All right. And look at that. Looks like I was wrong with the date. 1522. Remember I was talking earlier about 1,000 years or 500 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
The shorts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1522. Remember I told you it was about Hernan Cortez, who was
Yeah.
So I thought that was tomorrow. No, I mistook the date.
Okay.
So welcome, Sohan. How you doing?
Okay.
We are now up in 1581.
Okay. Scroll down. 1581, commissioned by Catherine de Medici, the first ballet Comque de la Reine, is staged in Paris.
So I think that's the first ever ballet.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
yeah.
She looks like the nun of the ballets.
Yes. I wonder if she got the moves,
She's got none.
No dragon. What's up?
That was really good. I was not expecting that. That was really good.
Yep. Also, 1 year later, 1582, Gregorian calendar introduces Spain, Portugal, and Pontifical states after skipping 10 days after October 4th to sync the calendar.
Yep. So this is when we were switching from Julian to Gregorian. So.
Yep.
And Julian was Roman. Julian.
Yeah. Oh,
The Julian
right.
calendar was after him.
Right.
And then the Gregorian calendar is after Pope Gregory.
Now
So-
that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Julian, I did.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, Pope, it says A. Gregorino the 13th, so I guess Pope Gregory the 13th.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Also, 1764, Edward Gibbons observes a group of friars singing in the ruined Temple of Jupiter in Rome, which inspires him to begin work on the history of the decline and fall of the Roman Empire.
Dang. That's interesting. A bunch of friars just singing in a ruined temple.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's see here. 1783, Jean Pilstret de Rosier made first tethered balloon ascent.
Ooh.
Yeah, why is that not highlighted?
Yeah.
So,
Tethered. That means off ropes or something.
he was tied to the ground so he doesn't fly away because they don't know anything about ballast
Sure.
and, lighter than air travel, gases,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he could have just flown away, until, it just naturally descended. By then he'd long be dead, most likely out of exposure because in the upper, atmosphere it's cold and the air is thinner and everything and you just freeze to death. So,
Sure.
Anyway, 1786, earliest 34 degree Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius recorded temperature in New York City. Huh. So, 0 as far as Celsius. So that's the freezing point.
Yeah.
32 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the earliest freezing point in New York City. That's interesting. At least recorded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then,
I think it'll get colder than that periodically.
yeah, but this is one where it was just the first recorded.
True.
So,
Okay.
So it could have been recorded colder before, but this is when it was like freezing.
Yeah.
So it could have been recorded as below freezing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. People are weird when they it's like, oh, this is our first time at freezing, exactly, precisely.
Well, they get snow there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be freezing.
Yeah. Then 3 years later, 1789, the first U.S. presidential tour by George Washington in New England. So it's like you're just touring the nation, checking out.
Oh, okay.
I think.
That means. Okay.
I think. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Presidential tour. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it means.
Okay, let's see here. Well, I was just saying White House tours and everything, so so that's going to require a little bit of digging for research. But anyway, Sohan, your turn.
Yes. In 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte arrives on the island of Helena to begin his exile.
Ah.
That'd be late in his career then.
Also, 1 year later, 1816, Lord Byron reviews the love letters of Laurencia Borgia and poet Pietro Bimo in Milan and describes them the prettiest love letters in the world.
Interesting. So, what
Lord
is this guy doing
Byron.
looking through love letters between two other people, though? That's weird.
So, why not?
Okay. Not really his business, but okay.
Also, 1827, Charles Darwin admitted to Christ College in Cambridge.
Oh. Alright, that's cool. Then we got another event here in 1842. Karl Marx became editor-in-chief of Reichstag Zeitung. Hey, that's not good. No. Which, by the way, I learned something about Benito Mussolini about a week or so ago.
What's that?
Did you know that he was an editor for a socialist newspaper before, he got into politics?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, think about that. Like, a lowly editor becomes, one
Well,
of
he has
the...
a big voice.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Everybody knows Hitler was a painter. Everybody knows Carter was a peanut farmer and all that stuff. But I mean, when you really, look at, these examples of, people from, literally nothing. I mean, Stalin. Joseph Stalin was a peasant.
Yeah.
He grew up as a peasant family. And then he became, one of the most notorious names in all of history.
Yeah.
When you have your mind to it, be it good, bad, or other, you can do things. People got to realize this. Anyway, let's see here. 1860, 11-year-old Grace Bedell wrote to Abraham Lincoln telling him to grow a beard. Here we go. I remember, it was this little girl who wrote to him, oh, you should grow a beard. So he did, without the mustache. And then now we have the iconic, look.
Yeah.
So. And then what else happened? 1888, German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche decided to write his autobiography Ecce Homo on his 44th birthday.
I wonder who talked him into doing that mustache and no beard.
Ah. He was compensating for the Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's quite the mustache.
It is. Mr. Sohan.
Yes.
1894.
1894, Captain Alfred Dreyfus arrested and accused of espionage in France.
Yep. Dreyfus affair was this huge thing. I suggest looking into it, viewer. Actually, I'll look into it right now. Dreyfus affair. The Dreyfus affair was a political scandal that divided the French Third Republic from 1894 until its resolution in 1906.
Whoa.
So 12 years.
Yeah.
He was he almost got executed for treason. My other monitor just died, so I'm gonna have to unplug it real quick. Hold on a second. So you're gonna see some of the background stuff happening on the main screen here. Sorry about that. So okay, see here. This one. Edits. Add this link in the underbar. Save. My screen's been acting up recently, so. Anyway, I believe it's Sullivan's turn now.
Sure. I still got two more.
Oh, you do?
1895, Henry Perky's patents a machine he developed with William Ford for the preparation of cereals for food, otherwise known as shredded wheat.
Ah. Shredded wheat.
Yeah, this one loves shredded wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, 1904, the Russians are driven back by the Japanese in the Battle of Stanhow. Both sides suffer high casualties. Japanese 16,000 and Russians 60,000.
That is a huge battle right there.
Yeah.
Boy, it looks like the Russians got more lost than the fucking Japanese, but still 16,000 is still a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
60,000 is more.
Yeah. But I mean, like, hell, in World War II, the Russians literally had more soldiers than the Germans had bullets. That's frightening.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine, like, you know, oh, we have 3 million bullets. Yeah, if we somehow used everyone for a different soldier, Russia still has like 1 million more. Fuck. Like, how do you fight that?
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, so I think you have one more?
Yeah. 1905, Claude Debussy symphonic sketch La Mer premieres in Paris.
Huh.
Remember, finish on the Bach, never Debussy.
God. That's awful, so
Yeah, it was from a Family Guy reference.
Oh god. 1912, Red Sox Tris Speakers made only World Series unassisted double play from the outfield. I don't know what that is, but
He got two outs by himself.
oh wow.
Ooh.
So he just caught the ball. Like,
Well, he probably came charging in, caught the ball, and there was a man on second, and he started to head to third, and he tagged the bag, and the guy's out. So it's a double play, unassisted by himself.
dang. That's
I made up the story, but that's to just explain what it is.
okay. 1917, Dutch exotic dancer Mata Hari was executed by firing squad for spying for Germany during World War I at Vincennes near Paris. Yeah, a lot of women prostitutes were being utilized as spies and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, dang. We got a historic publication in 1924. Andre Breton published his Surrealist Manifesto with Eddington's Du Sagittaire in Paris. Huh. Alright. Ooh, you got a cool one, Mr. Sowen, to start you off.
1924, U.S. President Calvin Coolidge declares State of Liberty a national monument.
Statue of Liberty, yeah. So, yeah, this is when it got declared a national monument. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've seen it. We haven't been there, but we've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Well, we haven't been to the statue.
Okay.
We were on the island.
Oh, we were. You know, that's right. We were on the island. Okay. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, someone. Go on.
1928, German dirigible Seraph Zeppelin lands on Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep using the Hindenburg. Not all dirigibles like exploded like that. It was actually a rare occurrence. But yeah.
1928, Walter Johnson signs a 3-year contract to manage the Senators.
Oh, okay.
I wonder why that's of note.
Yeah.
Other than Walter Johnson was a great baseball player.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like wondering, like, how do they determine, like, what is what is highlightable and what is not? You know, some names have links, others don't. Like, a lot of work needs to be done on this source, really. I've been bitching about it constantly. I should just send them an email offering my help. You know, like, hey, you need a lot to do here, like. So.
1937, Ernest Hemingway's novel To Have and Have Not published.
Huh. To have and have not. I've heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take this next 37?
Yeah. Rather, 1937, rather than accept any trade offers, the Yanks released Tony Larezzi.
Huh. Lazeri. So they just let him
Look
go.
there.
Yeah, released him.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
1940, The Great Dictator, a satiric social commentary by film and starring, filmed by and starring Charlie Chaplin, was released.
Yeah,
Pretending to be Hitler.
just like Hitler.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That's right.
Yeah, I still have
And-
yet to see that. But like I guess a modern day rendition of that. Well, no, it would not be that at all. I was gonna say The Interview, but no. Those two, I haven't even seen The Dictator, but I know that it's a different thing entirely. So, anyway, 1941. Let's see here. First mass deportation of Jews, or from German Jews to Eastern Europe. The Holocaust.
First one of 41.
Yep. 1941 as well. Hideki Tojo appointed Prime Minister of Imperial Japan. All right. That's the guy. Tojo. Yep.
Yeah.
And then 1941 as well. Jews caught outside Nazi ghetto walls in occupied Poland could be put to death. So just shoot on sight. Orders now. Gross.
So the first deportation, those were the lucky Jews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
They still, have a chance, Anyway, so on your turn, 1951. Wow.
1951, I Love Lucy, starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, debuts on CBS.
Lucy, I'm home.
They say that show's playing somewhere, everywhere in the world, 24 hours a day.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like a lot of people in the Middle East, didn't get, 80s rock songs until the early 2000s.
Yeah.
They're probably getting I Love Lucy now,
Well, that's obviously all reruns. But
Yeah.
they're always playing somewhere.
Well, they're not making any more.
They're both dead.
Oh, well, well, that's a showstopper right there.
Also, 1951, the first synthesis of an oral contraceptive, Nortendrone, made by Luis E. Miramontes under direction of Carl Dressler and George Rosencrantz at Mexican drug company Syntex.
So that sounds like a Plan B pill or something. An oral
Sounds like it.
contraceptive.
Yeah.
So,
1952, Charlotte's Web by E.B. White and illustrated by Garth Williams is published by Harper and Brothers.
I like that movie. That cartoon movie.
Yeah, well, that's the book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. Like, it's really sad that the spider had to die. The only spider I wish wouldn't die. Go figure, right? 1952, photographer Henry Cartier Brenson's influential photography book, The Decisive Moment, was first published in the U.S. and France. Let me check this out here. Let's see. This guy's book. I'm just going to take a look at some pictures. Okay. So, this looks interesting. I'm debating whether or not if I want this book, because, these are some cool looking pictures. Look at that.
Yeah.
And, people just sitting like... I'm pretty sure it explains the photos in the book as well, so you get some context.
Yeah, you need some
Man, look at that, though. Like, the guy just sitting in the alleyway alone, just, the oppressing walls of society just closing in.
I've always enjoyed photography of just everyday stuff.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate it here because it's out of content.
Look at all
But
those birds.
I've gone up to old mining towns and you see, in their libraries or museums or whatever, old pictures of all the mining people and just everyday action.
Yeah.
It just intrigues me.
Yeah,
that moment in time was captured.
Like where you stand now, that's a desolate, place. At one point was just a hotbed of activity.
Yeah.
Moving on up to 1955, Buddy Holly opened for Bill Haley and his Comets in Lubbock, Texas, and impressed Nashville scout Eddie Crandall, leading to a recording contract with a misspelling that creates Buddy Holly. So Bill Haley.
Wait a minute. Bill Haley opened for... No,
Buddy Holly opened for Bill Haley.
There you
in
go.
his
Thank you. That's
comments.
better. That's what's
Yeah.
confusing me. I got it backwards.
So,
Yeah.
Buddy Holly. Oh, I
Buddy
see.
Holly.
So Holley, but he spelled it without the E.
Oh.
So,
He spelled it.
yeah.
Yeah.
A contract misspelling that creates Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly became a huge.
Oh, yeah. No, I know of the name.
Okay.
So,
And what's his name? He's the founding of rock and roll.
Bill Haley.
Bill Haley in the
Rock,
comments,
baby,
yeah.
rock, roll, baby, roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what put him on the map was Rock Around the Clock.
Yeah.
But the name of rock and roll comes from that. Yeah.
Gonna rock around the clock tonight.
The name comes from the other song, Rock Baby Rock.
Yeah.
Baby Rock.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then we have an Asian food place up the street called Let Us Walk and Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk. Yeah.
Walk.
Wow.
Lettuce. Like lettuce, like the
Yeah.
leafy green
Yeah.
lettuce. Walk and roll.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I got
And
it.
then they also have egg rolls, so everything's a food pun. So.
Yep.
But then I'm going to take this 1956 year, the first plane to land safely on water. Pan Am Flight 6, San Francisco to Honolulu. All 24 passengers and 7 crews survived.
So not till 56 to land on water with.
I think this is to land safely on water as in a crash landing. Not a pontoon or anything like that.
Well, yeah.
If it says here all the passengers survive. If it was a scheduled landing, of course they're going to survive. Why make that a note? So this has to be a crash.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with pontoons then.
No,
'Cause
no.
that's way too late.
The first plane,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
The first aircraft
Yeah.
were pontoon planes.
Yeah.
You know, to actually be of use.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you didn't have runways, you know, like you had the water. So, anyway, I think it's Soen's turn now.
Hey, what year?
1961.
Okay, before that, 1959, the TV series The Untouchable starring Robert Stack premieres in the United States.
Oh man, I love that show. What year was that? 59.
59, yeah.
Yeah. Untouchables. That was a great show.
You were 14, 13?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
And now, 1961, the LPGA Championship Women's Golf Stardust Country Club. Mickey Wright convincingly wins her third LPGA title by 9 strokes from Louise Suggs.
That's a lot of strokes,
That's
dude.
huge.
Good
she
lord.
ran away with it.
That's several holes.
Yeah, she ran away with that.
She must have
9
gotten a couple
strokes.
hole-in-ones with that, dude. Like,
Yeah, just
or maybe he was just on this, like, C game or something.
yeah. You don't have to get a hole in one, but if you win a hole, you beat someone by 1 stroke on 9 holes, 9 out of 36 or whatever it is holes.
Yeah.
9-point lead.
Yeah.
9 stroke lead.
Dang.
Also, 1963, Ludwig Erhard succeeds Konrad Adenauer as Chancellor of West Germany.
Huh. Alright. You know, sometimes I wonder, like, why is that highlighted? Who cares? But okay, you know?
Yeah.
Also, 1966, Lyndon B. Johnson signs a bill creating the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Good. We need that.
Yeah. Another government bureaucracy. Exactly what we need.
Well, I mean, you have a point there. Just, we do need transportation, though. You know, public transportation is
agree.
needed.
I
So-
agree. But to create a bureaucracy for it isn't the answer.
True. Like, how do you run it decentralized then?
Go to the states.
True. Okay. Yeah.
And-
All right.
And you can mandate some things for the states when you want an international highway that goes across the country.
Like a speed limit regulation.
And then each
you know.
state would be responsible for it, but you give the funds to the state. Gotta give the power back to the states. That's the way it's designed.
That is true. That is very true. I agree. You know.
Also,
There must be wrong with it,
1967. Oh,
Go
never
ahead.
mind.
No, go ahead.
1967, the motherland calls a monument statue commemorating the Battle of Stalingrad, completed in Volgograd. So, in the world's tallest statue designed by Yevgeny Bolshevik.
That's a big. Look at the size of that thing. You see that? Hold on. Let me. Oops. Hold on. Let me get a bigger picture. Those are
Oh,
people
jeez.
down there.
Oh, man.
Those are people down there.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That is enormous.
Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, your reaction. Oh, jeez. Yeah. We got some music awards in 1969. Third Country Music Association Award. Johnny Cash and Tammy Wynette win. Look at that hair.
Two grades.
Oh yeah, Tammy Wynette wins. Let me guess about her song about a divorce.
What?
It's one of her songs, Divorce.
Oh.
It spells it out.
Ah, okay. 1969 as well, Baltimore's Earl Weaver became first manager since 1935 to be ejected World Series game as his Orioles slumped to a 2-1 game 4 defeat to New York Mets at Shea Stadium. Alright. In the election of interest in 1970, Anwar Sadat was elected third president of Egypt, succeeding the late Gamal Abdel Nasser. Ah. Did we talk about something like this like a week or so ago?
Yeah, Sadat. Yeah, when he was assassinated.
Okay, so like he was interim president for like a week or
Oh,
something?
no. He was there a while. They just assassinated him.
Okay.
A year.
Okay. 1970 Baseball World Series, Baltimore Orioles defeated Cincinnati Reds 9-3 at Memorial Stadium to claim series 4-1. Most valuable player, Orioles third baseman Brooks Robinson.
Yeah. Saw him play once.
Nice. This should definitely be highlighted. This second 1971, Mr. Sohan.
Which one?
The second one. Or I guess both
Okay.
of them.
1971. I'm gonna start from birth. 1971, the start of the 2,500 year celebration of Iran, celebrating the birth of Persia.
Huh. So apparently, happy birthday, Persia, from
Yeah.
2,500 years ago.
Okay, also 1971, the world's first arcade video game, Green Square Space. 1971, world's first arcade game company, Space, developed by Zig, first demonstrated at the MOA show in the U.S. See?
Nice.
Did you ever hear that company?
Haven't.
Sightsee.
Yeah.
I think I've heard about them once. So, like, I think they got bought out by something else. Like, let me look this up.
It had to be pretty small, never developed.
Sightsee.
They're the first? Sizig?
Well, this is,
Sightsee.
the first arcade video game computer space. So I guess that's like, you know, like, I don't know, like an arcade machine or something?
I don't know.
Because, like, using computing,
Yeah.
you know? Sightsee, company. Actually, it might not be a company. It is a conjunction or opposition, especially of the moon and the sun, a pair of connected or corresponding things. So it could be like the way the program operates.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Developed by, but this is capitalized, so this is a company. I'm confused.
So they're playing off a name then, if they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the term, yeah.
Anyway, any viewers, if you want to dig into this and let us know what this actually is, please educate us in the comment section.
Yeah, 1972.
Electronics dinosaur, so I have no help
Well,
whatsoever.
I'm not that much better either. Anyway, sorry, Sohan, go on.
1972, 17-year-old American tennis prodigy Chris Evert wins inaugural WTA World Championship at Boca Raton, Florida. Beats Australian Kerry Melville 7-5, 6-4. Everett not eligible for prize money. Damn.
That's kind of bullshit. Is it because
Sucks.
she's underage? That's crap. Like, she won and she was not eligible for prize money. So what's that
Probably
about?
'cause she's underage. Yeah.
That's crap. Why would you let her
no,
compete?
No, it wouldn't be underage because she had this. She was still considered an amateur. And she didn't want to change her status.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense then.
It's your turn.
Yeah, 1973, country music artist Dolly Parton released her single Jolene. Okay. Whoa. 1973, tanks attacked Thailand demonstrating students, causing the deaths of 300. Got attacked by tanks. Thailand. So, dang. In 1976, first debate of major ticket U.S. Vice President nominees Walter Mondale for Democrat versus Bob Dole for the Republican. Bob Dole, Bob Dole,
Yeah.
Bob Dole, Bob Dole, Bob Dole.
Don't put that on.
It's from Family Guy. It's like,
Oh, okay.
he was just saying his name or something. He just like slowly started deflating. Here, like let's see here if I can find a real quick clip. Family Guy. Bob
See, I never know
Dole.
what makes your mind tick.
Yeah, this right here.
Bob Dole's a friend of the tobacco industry. Bob Dole likes your style. Bob Dole. 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 Bob Dole.
I don't know why they did it, but I found it hilarious. So that's why I went on the Bob Dole rant.
I got it now. Now I got it.
In 1979, the New York Knicks retired second number 10 of Walt Frazier.
Great one.
Yeah. So
Skipped Ringo.
I did accidentally. Sorry. 1976, Ringo Starr released single "A Dose of Rock and Roll," peaked at number 26 in the U.S., failed to chart in the UK. What?
Didn't do well.
Huh. That's interesting. Anyway, Sullivan, you got some sports history here in 1983.
83, Nelson of Brazil finishes third in the season-ending South Africa Grand Prix at Alemani to clinch its second Formula One Drivers' Championship. Wins by 2 points from Alain Prost.
Huh. Alright. Let's move on to 89.
1989, American radio and television evangelist Billy Graham is given the 1900th star on Hollywood Boulevard, the first clergyman to be granted a star.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, he was huge. Billy Graham.
1989, South African President F.W. de Klerk, he's ANC founder Walter Sisulu, and four other political prisoners.
Good. Good. It sounds like it was something involving apartheid, maybe, 1989.
Sounds like it.
But,
Yeah.
but that government was corrupt as all hell, so they were like doing all sorts of things. Then also in 1989, Wayne Gretzky passed Gordie Howe as NHL's all-time top scorer.
Yeah.
All right. I've heard that name, Wayne Gretzky.
And Gordie Howe was a great one, too.
1990, Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev won the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know why, but okay.
I don't know. Maybe he just, I don't know, but he's so corrupt that you take.
Well, the instant Obama won
Yeah.
the instant Obama won that peace, that Nobel Prize or Nobel Peace Prize, because he's the first black president. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Who cares?
Hadn't he only been in office for like 6-9 months or something?
Not even that, I think. It was all just because of the color of his skin. Who cares? Who cares that he's black? Who cares if he's white? Who cares if he's, purple? Nobody cares. And if anybody actually does care, then they're the racists.
True enough. It's what kind of job you do.
So, no, that completely devalued the entirety of all of those awards in my eyes. Just instantly no value. So, but then 1991, speaking of black people, Clarence Thomas was confirmed as a U.S. Supreme Court Justice. So this is good,
Yeah.
I know I just went on a rant about who cares about, what the color of their skin, but at the same time, we do, gotta include everybody. We're all on this planet together. We're all people, you know? See, that's what I'm saying, who cares what you are? At the end of the day, you're all humans on this planet,
The
and you
unfortunate
gotta
thing
start
is they
being treated as
drilled him.
such.
They drilled him into the
Oh,
ground.
yeah,
It was horrible.
this guy.
Now here's the ironic thing: the newest appointee from Biden. She's the first black woman to make a big deal of it, and then she can't define a woman.
Yeah,
What's this?
I know, right?
Really?
Yeah. But then, right here, he barely even got the vote, 52 to 48.
Yeah, very close.
Skin of his teeth. So,
That's why they hit him so hard, because they were trying to
Yep.
They knew it was going to be close. They tried to turn it. And he turns out to be one, for me, in my opinion, one of the all-time greats.
Speaking of all-time greats, Sohan, it's your turn in '93 with this guy.
1993, Nelson Mandela and South African President F.W. de Klerk awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
All right, so F.W. de Klerk was a good guy. And we were talking about that earlier. He freed those
kind of goes hand in hand.
So yeah, so he is a good guy. So that's good.
Yeah.
Uno mas before we do the switch.
1997, New York Jury awards boxer Mitch Green $45,000 in civil lawsuit against Mike Tyson for street brawl in 1988.
Yeah. So dang, apparently there was a street brawl. So that's not good. Okay, we're gonna do the split here. Welcome to part 2. We are moving up into the year 2000. Television debut, Larry David's comedy show Curb Your Enthusiasm debuted on HBO. I remember that. I never really saw it, but that turned into a whole meme and everything, you know. Curb your this, curb your that, you know, like you know, because it's all about like don't get overexcited, you know, it might fail, you know, curb your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So, but also in 2000, Museo de Antigua reopened in Medellin, Colombia, featuring works and sculptures donated by Medellin-born artist Fernando Botero. All right, look at that guy's glasses.
Yeah, God. He needs a wider frame.
Yeah, he looks like he borrowed young Harry Potter's glasses, you know. Anyway, let's see. Moving on up into 2013, Dove Cameron released a single, "Better in Stereo." Okay.
Never heard of it?
No. In 2013, Walmart announced that Doug McMillon, head of their international division, will become its next CEO. Okay, why is that highlighted? Why do we care? You know, like, it's Walmart. It needs to go away forever. Anyway, your turn, Mr. Soa, in 2017.
Yep. 2017. Actress Alyssa Milano treats if you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write Me Too prompts flood of replies across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
So this is the bitch that started the Me Too movement. You know.
First of all, it's like most of them people are lies, but the ones who are legit have reasons why they did it.
Yeah, no, like, you know, if you're legit, then I understand and I empathize. But, you know, a majority of these are just people just trying to, you know, before all the cancel culture of today's world, this was the cancel culture. They're going after celebrities they didn't like, accusing them of this, that, and the other, all to get them deplatformed, remove, you know, from, you know, various networks, deplatform them. You know, like,
I just saw a woman interviewed today with kids in school, and she's saying to the person that's interviewing her, if I told you what these books say in the school libraries that are approved, that you wouldn't allow to put them on the air. If you said these things in a workplace, you'd be fired for sexual harassment.
oh yeah,
So there we are, and yet it's in the schools, junior high school,
yeah.
with accepted to read. Crazy. I don't know what the word said. Didn't go into it.
Well, it's obviously disgusting. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Soen, do you want to take the first, all of 2018? Well, the first 3 2018s look crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
2018, American retailer Sears files for bankruptcy.
Poor Sears.
Yeah.
I miss them.
Are they around at all?
I think online, maybe.
You can almost get anything from Sears.
Yeah.
That Sears we went into was sad. When
Yeah.
they were cleaning out the store,
Yeah.
selling everything out.
Yeah.
And,
We were looking for a washing machines.
I don't know. I can't
Dryers.
yeah, whatever.
Also, 2018, at least 180,000 migrants driven out of Anglo and back into the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Dang. sounds like,
And
like,
2000
a herd, like
Yeah.
herding humans, pushing them all back. Go back,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, there's another good one, man. In 2019, I'm gonna do this as 2018 first. Well, the second to last.
yeah.
2018, the caravan of up to 4,000 Central American migrants that started in Honduras reached Guatemala, heading for Mexico and the United States.
I remember that. An invasion. That's an invasion, We should treat it as such. So,
And 2019, a gunfight between Mexican security forces and armed civilians leave 15 dead in Guerrero State a day after 13 police officers are killed in a drug cartel ambush in Michoacan State.
dang. It's not
Yeah.
good. It's not good. Anyway, do you want to take the first 2020? What is that? Oh, yeah.
First 2020, government issues the emergency decree banning public gatherings and increasing pro-democracy protests and criticism of the king. Oh,
Thailand still has a king?
yeah, they still have a royal. You still have kings,
Oh,
and
okay.
you
Yeah.
been up to 5 years in jail for making fun of the king.
Wow. By the way, something that you may know. Do you know what Thailand used to be called before they started calling themselves Thailand?
I think if you tell me, I'll remember. What?
Siam.
Thank you. You're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 So he
The
is
king of Siam.
Yep. Anyway, before we move on into bursts and deaths, were there any articles, you the viewers, anything that you found interesting more than most, anything that, you have any questions about, anything that you know of that you want to explain more about yourself? Start a dialogue in the comments section. Anyway, moving on into bursts, and I have a feeling that we're going to be losing the golden loon here.
I am. I'm going to say enjoy the births and deaths, and I'm out. Here's the
All right.
golden moon.
All right.
Adios.
Thank you for joining. Starting us off in the year 70 BC, we have Virgil, was a Roman poet of the Augustan period, an Aeneid, born in Andes, Kistippine, Gaul, dying in 19 BC. And then we have Temür Khan in 1265, the second emperor of the Yuan dynasty from 1294 to 1307, grandson and successor of Kublai Khan, born in Khanbalik, or Dadu, or modern-day Beijing, Mongol Empire, dying in 1307.
In 1542, Akbar,
It's a trap! Sorry.
third Mughal Emperor of India, 1556 to 1605, born in Uberkot Singh.
Ah. Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, Akbar, Admiral
Oh no,
Akbar. It's a
oh no.
trap. So,
Yeah. 1785, we have Pres Jose Miguel Carrera. Yeah, Carrera.
Carrera, what?
The Carrera, first president of Chile, 1811 to 1814, born in Santiago, Chile.
Ah. Well,
Yeah,
Carrera
man.
always said he was immortal, so I guess he was right. In
That's your
1844, we have Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher and philologist, beyond good and evil, born in Rocken, Saxony, Prussia. Didn't we talk about this guy before?
That's in the show. Yes, we did.
Yeah, I thought that mustache looked familiar. So,
Say it was the no, that was the other person compensating for Lincoln.
yeah, no, he is compensating for Lincoln. Anyway, we have John L. Sullivan, 1858, a U.S. boxer, first heavyweight glove champion de facto, 1882 through 92, last heavyweight bare knuckle champion, born in Roxbury, Massachusetts. And I did this post for a reason because the meme, with the boxer guy, oh, you want to fight? This is him. That's the guy. So,
Yeah.
also known as
Pretty manly man.
well, no, not just that. I'm trying to think about the steakhouse Ron Swanson loved. It had that guy as their mascot or whatever. What was this guy's last name?
I don't know.
Sullivan. I think it was Sullivan's. I don't know. But he said it was the best damn steakhouse in the whole state. So, anyway, you have one in 1908 here.
Yeah. 1908, John Kenneth Galbraith, Canadian-American economist and writer, affluent society, Sidney Hillman Award, 1958, born in Leona Station, Ontario. Sound like a military base.
Maybe. Iona Station, Ontario, Canada. Maybe
Or train? Well, oh, he was probably born on the train station floor. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe it was a train station. I don't know. Hold on a second. Iona Station, Ontario. We can look this up. Let's see here. Let's see here. It is a hamlet located on the border of Dutton, Dunwich, and Southwold Townships in Elgin County, Ontario, Canada. The station in the name was on the Canada Southern Railroad, owned by the Michigan Central Railroad, later by the New York Central Railroad. So, I believe you're right. He was born in a train station. That's kind of
damn. He said he wasn't waiting to get to the hospital. He had to get out now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your turn.
We have Yitzhak Shamir in 1915, an Israeli prime minister from 1983 to 84 and 86 through 92, and a Zionist born in Ruzui, Belarus, Russian Empire. Man, this guy, he looks like a mole. Zionist. We have Mario Puzo, born on this date in 1920, a U.S. novelist, The Godfather, Cotton Club, and Earthquake, born in New York City, New York. The Godfather, yeah.
Next to him, we have The Godfather.
Yep. And then you got one here, scrolling, 1943.
1943, Penny Marshall, American actress, The Odd Couple, Laverne and Shirley, and director, Big Pickens, A League of Their Own, and producer Cinderella Man, born in the Bronx, New York.
Dang.
Seen Big with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, so it's that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he talks to the fucking genie.
No time machine.
Yeah.
This is Big, and he's 35.
And here we go again with the 77th birthday. So I guess that's because they're still alive. This next guy was born in 1945.
1945, we have Baseball Hall of Fame, Jim Palmer. Hall of Fame pitcher, 6 MLB All-Star World Series, 1966, 1970, 1983. American League Cy Young Award, 1973, 75, 76. No-hitter, 1969. Baltimore Orioles. Born in New York City, New York.
Wow.
Very.
And then we got Roscoe Tanner, born in 1951, is a U.S. tennis player, Australian Open 1977, born in Kiowa Island, South Carolina.
The fact that they're doing this now is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Then we got Victor Pecky in 1955, a Paraguayan tennis star, born in Asuncion, Paraguay. Huh. And this next guy is 1968.
1968, Didier Deschamps, French footballer and manager who won the World Cup for France, both as captain in 1988 and as manager in 1998.
Huh.
Born in Bayonne, France.
Huh. Why does he look like he just saw something mildly disgusting? He's like, eh. Huh. He doesn't look too happy. But let's see.
Oh, wait! I have to do this.
All right.
This band is a Homa band.
What year?
1973. Dax Riggs, American musician, Acid Bath, born in Evansville, Indiana. Yeah, Acid Bath is a band made in Homa.
Homa?
My hometown.
Oh, well that's cool.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Dax. Riggs.
Dax Riggs, yeah. Happy birthday to all of those still alive and not. Moving on in the deaths, starting in the year 412, we have Theophilus, a patriarch of Alexandria. Alright.
Theophilus. What
Birth
the
is
fuck
unknown.
what kind of name is that? Theophilus.
I don't know. But what kind of a name is this? 1746, we have Tadeusz Kościuszko. Polish-Lithuanian military leader and statesman, considered a national hero, died at the age of 71 after falling from a horse, developing a fever, and suffering a stroke. Wow.
Oh, that's not good.
That sucks. This guy got
Yes.
screwed.
He got the short arm of the stick.
Yep.
Not even the short arm.
Yep.
And in 1917, we have Mata Hari, Dutch exotic dancer, contestant, and convicted German World War I spy, executed by a firing squad at 41.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yep. In 1930, we lost Herbert Henry Dow. Was a U.S. chemical industrialist. Dow Chemical, we all know about that. Died from cirrhosis of the liver at the age of 64. He was born in 1866. Huh.
Wait, no, that don't mean he drank himself to death. Probably the chemicals killed him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe the chemicals. So, then we have Pierre Laval, who died on this date in 1945. He was a prime minister of France from 1931 to 32 and 1935 through 36. He was also a head of Vichy France from 1942 to 44. Oh, this guy. Executed by firing squad for high treason at 62. Good. You fucking pansy. This guy is a piece of shit, tell you what. So.
And speaking of another person,
Yeah, another piece of shit.
1946, Hermann Goering, Nazi Party leader, Vice Chancellor of Germany, 1941 to 1945, and World War I fighter pilot ace, poisons himself in prison at 53. Wow.
Coward. Face the music. You know?
Let the music play.
Let the music play.
Okay, 1964, Cole Porter, American composer and lyricist, Anything Goes, Night and Day, They Got You Under My Skin, dies of kidney failure at 73. Only reason why I know if it's one of his songs is because of a certain game.
What game?
Fallout.
Ah.
Song Anything Goes is on there.
Huh. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, moving on up into 1976, we lost Carlo Gambino, an Italian-born U.S. mafioso. The Gambino family died of a heart attack at 74. That's too good for him.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
gangster, needs to
No.
be riddled. So. And then we got Nordum Sihanouk, died on this date in 1912. He was a king of Cambodia from 1941 through 55 and 1993 through 2004. Chief of state from 1960 through 70. An independence campaigner and film producer, dying from a heart attack at 89. Another heart attack. Huh.
Hey, heart attacks are no joke.
Yeah. Ooh, this guy.
In 2018, Paul Allen, American business magnate, co-founder of Microsoft, owner, Portland Trailblazers, Seattle Seahawks, dies of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at 65. Try getting a reservation at Dorsey now. You get the reference.
I don't, but, you know, this
American
guy
Psycho.
What?
He hits him with the axe. He hits Paul Allen with the axe.
Oh,
Try getting a reservation at Dorsey now, you fucking asshole. He's like
God.
hacking him with the axe.
Anyway, that'll conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes
Shohei TV on Twitch.
Yep. For your dose of passive Ace Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time.
South Central.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
Go ahead.
And we had Golden Moon for a little bit. And of course, you viewer are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!